All right, let's just start this, buddy. That hair is gonna be weird. Hey guys, how's it going? I am back today with a current favorites video. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time, and honestly, I am just running on empty as far as ideas go this weekend, but I do have a bunch of new things, not necessarily new, some of them not, that I've really been loving over the past couple of months, so I thought I would share those things with you guys. So I have some beauty stuff, I have some fashion stuff, I have a little bit of home stuff, but I'm saving all of that for my apartment tour, which is coming pretty soon. I'm gonna start out with all of the beauty stuff. Okay, so I have a ton of beauty stuff this time. I think it's just come from one, being a little bored while I was injured, to two, getting to go to BeautyCon and pick up a few new things. So the first thing I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about the foundation that I'm actually wearing today, and that is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This stuff is great. This is the first tube I bought, and it is way too light for me. I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but it's not the one I'm wearing. I'm wearing my new one now, but I bought this one kind of in a rush, and I grabbed a color that was like 4 shades too light for me. I don't know what I was thinking, so I actually lost the box for this in the move, so I don't have it to be able to return it. So, but I did love it anyway, and I just put a ton of extra bronzer on, so I ended up grabbing my correct color today. I put it back in the box because I'm so beauty guru. I just wanted to show you. But it's, yeah, the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and just for reference, I'm in Y245, and I really like it. It's got a lot of staying power, which I always look for in a foundation because I'm not a touch-up girl. So this has been really great, and it stays in place forever, and I really, really like it. Next are 2 new palettes, and I got both of these at BeautyCon LA, and I really love them. So the first one is the Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale, and this is the, I believe it's the Beach Goddess palette. It's the one that's got more warm tones and like daytime tones, and I really, really like this. It's got, how many shadows is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shadows, and then a bronzer, highlight, and blush. Haven't used the bronzer. Bronzers freak me out. I kind of tend to only use NARS Laguna or nothing because I'm always afraid of looking orange, but it does seem to be a pretty good tone. And then the highlighter is really pretty and pretty intense. And then I do like the blush, but the blush you need like a tap of or you're gonna look like a clown. But I do really like this. But I will say that I am absolutely in love with my Carly Bible palette. My lighting has gone really dark, but I really love the Carly Bible palette. This is an eyeshadow and highlighter palette, and it is, if I can open it, oh my god, it is so pretty. This is the one I've been wearing most often, and it's weird because I tend to go for matte shadows, and these are like 99.9% shimmery ones, but they're so pretty that it just doesn't even matter. This color is absolutely gorgeous. This is technically a highlighter. I've used it as both, but I love it as an eyeshadow. This highlighter is really gorgeous as well. They all are, but I definitely like those two the most. And then the eyeshadow colors are just gorgeous, and I love them so much. So I have been wearing these 2 palettes probably the most over the past like 2 months or so. The rest of stuff is more like skincare slash hair stuff. So the first thing I have is actually just a little sample size. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this. Oh my god, I'm so beauty guru, it hurts. But this is the Versa Spa Beyond Tan Face Moisturizing Gradual Tanner. I love this stuff. I have been kind of another general favorite, kind of obsessed with spray tans lately, which is so LA of me, and it kind of grosses me out. But I've been getting the Mystic Tan spray. I kind of did it once on a whim, and then I've been back one more other time. I did have one recently, it might not look like it, I don't know, but I kind of like the being a little tan without working for it, which sounds terrible, but this is from a self-tanner line, and I got this in the BeautyCon BFF box, and I really like this stuff. It's a gradual tanner, so it's not gonna like totally just make you bronze right away, but it does actually, I think, have a pretty significant effect if you put it on at night and then you go to sleep and you wake up. I usually feel pretty tanned with this, and it's a good little decent sized sample. I've probably used it 3 or 4 times, and I still have a little bit left, so we'll see how that goes. There's a puppy at my feet. Next thing I have is a skincare item, and this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. Again, just a sample size. My mom, for some reason, got like 1,200 samples of these. Not really 1,200, but she got a bunch, and so she gave them to me, and I've really been liking it. It's just a good moisturizer. It's not too heavy, but it's kind of not light either. It's right in between, and I've really liked it a lot. Ryder, what are you eating? Y'all, I love this dog more than I love myself. but he is driving me nuts this weekend. I can't. What? Okay, and we have 2 more beauty products. The first one is gonna look so old and grubby, but it is this perfume. And this is the Jennifer Aniston perfume. It's missing the little thing that says Jennifer Aniston on it. I've had this for years, but it straight up smells like the beach. And I wore it with one of my fashion favorites that I'm gonna show you guys in a second. But I just think this smells amazing. It smells like you just walked off the beach, but not in a like dirty, gross way. It just smells so good and I love it so much and I'm gonna die. It's so good. And other things that smell like the beach. This is another product I got from the Summer BeautyCon BFF box, which apparently you should get because I loved everything in it. But this is a full-size Redken Fashion Wave 07 sea salt spray. This stuff smells so good. It smells very beachy and clean at the same time. It's great. It's a sea salt spray, so it's like a texturizing spray. Again, you guys know me, I'm allergic to fragrance, so I only put this on the ends of my hair, but it's been great with my new short haircut, which you can't see right now because it's Sunday and ain't nobody got time to do their hair when you're not going anywhere. But I cut my hair a good bit shorter recently, and this has been really fun to like texturize my waves, and it just smells really good. And so as someone who can't use scented shampoo, sometimes it's nice to have products that have a little scent in them so that I can have good smelling hair. And that is it for the beauty products. So why don't we move on next into the fashion favorites. The first fashion favorite I have them all up on my counter right now, is a pair of shoes, and these are the shoes. I absolutely stinking love them. They are flat sandals from urbanog.com, urbanog.com, don't know. They were really crazy cheap, but I had seen a pair exactly like this on Pinterest forever and I never could figure out where they were from. And then I was just on there one day. I don't really know how I got there, but I think I was looking at shoes on Pinterest and then clicked and saw they had these, and they were so cheap and they were having a sale on their shoes. And as you can see, I have like worn them to death so far. They're so comfortable, they're so cute. I get so many compliments on them and I just really, really love them. Before I show you my 2 big fashion favorites, I have one more little one, and this again is something I got at BeautyCon. Apparently I'm just loving everything from there. And it is this sweet little like sort of choker from Mr. Kate, and it's got moon phases on it. Just gold, really dainty, really pretty. I've really, really liked this a lot, and I've worn it a good few times. And it's just simple, but it makes an outfit just a little bit more, I feel like, a little bohemian. So I've really enjoyed that. And then I have 2 fashion favorites that I'm dying to show you guys. I'm gonna have to like insert pictures of me wearing them for you to get the full effect. But the first one I have is still in the dress bag. So like I said, I'm going to be showing you this via a photo, but it is this beautiful white dress from Nasty Gal, and it is the Artemis dress. And I saw Sophia Amoruso wearing this on her Instagram, and I had to have it. I just went and looked at it, and the back of the dress is really pretty, but the front of the dress is just gorgeous. So I'm gonna insert a picture of me wearing that dress now, or I might have already done it. Wherever you put photos, this thing is reversed, I don't know. But I wore it to my brother's graduation, and it is a little more revealing. It shows like, it's like a deep V, so it's gonna show a little bit more skin, but I love it. It makes me feel like a friggin' Greek goddess. It makes me feel like a beach goddess. It makes me feel like $1,000,000. So it's beautiful and I love it, and it's so pretty. And it was a little more expensive, but I feel like I'm just gonna wanna wear it any chance I get. So I really love that. And my last fashion favorite, and something I'm kind of losing my mind over because I love it so much, is a new fake leather jacket from ASOS. It's from a brand called Noisy May, and it is this kind of motorcycle inspired jacket. So it has this kind of quilting here. It's got the same quilting detail up on the shoulders, and it looks like this in the front. Again, I'm gonna insert a picture of me wearing it, but I love it because it's kind of that like caviar leather, so it's not smooth leather, which I appreciate because I like the distressed look a lot. And then my other favorite thing about it is, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell on camera, but all of the hardware on this jacket, so all of the buttons, all of the zippers are all matte black. And it's really kind of cool. And I didn't know that when I ordered it. I didn't like pay attention to that, but when I got it and noticed that like all of the hardware is it's metal for sure, but it's like a matte black, and it's really nice. And if you guys know me, one of my like ultimate life goals is to be able to buy myself an All Saints leather jacket, but this is such a similar style and I can't afford an All Saints leather jacket right now, even though I tried one on that like, if you can have a bridal moment with a leather jacket, I had that in the All Saints in Santa Monica, It was the most perfect jacket, but it's so out of my price range right now and at this point in my life, so I can't buy that. But I did find this one on ASOS, which I think was a like pretty reasonable price. I mean, it was still expensive, but it was under $100, like well under $100, which I think is great for a fake leather jacket. And it's got kind of a silky inside and it fits really, really well. And I have already inserted a photo, so you guys have seen that. And I'm starting to run out of battery, so I'm gonna go through these last couple things pretty fast and let's see what we got. Oh, the first thing I want to show you guys, and I'm gonna be showing you my entire apartment soon, so I'm not gonna be showing you a ton of home decor because obviously my new apartment is my like ultimate favorite, but I did get a couple little house plants that I'm obsessed with and I wanna show you guys. So the first one I have, and I got two of these from the same place. The first one I have is a little terrarium and it looks like this and it's really cute. It has like a little cactus in there and some succulents and some other plants that I don't know what they're called. I really, really love this one. It's really gorgeous. They're really easy to take care of and I thought this was so pretty, and it's in a little like globe terrarium. And that one does not have a name. I like naming my plants. So that one does not have a name because I feel like there are multiple. So I feel like it needs like a family name, but I don't know. But this one here I like to call Gerald. And this is another succulent. This is really cute. It's just a green succulent and then it's in this really, really cool vase, which is actually really why I wanted this one, because I love the vase and I also loved the succulent, obviously. But this one I called Gerald, and both of these were from a little stand at the Grove in LA, right before you get to the farmer's market part. I had walked by them a million times. Oh, it's called deweyflowers.com. So they have a website, they give you a little card on how to take care of each of them. And they were really nice and they do good deals if you buy multiple. And so that is those two plants. So those are my two real house plants. And then my mystery IKEA plant, which if you follow me on my other social media, which you totally should, which is just at Parker Roberts on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, which I don't really use much anymore, but Instagram and Twitter for sure, you guys will have known about my IKEA plant that went missing when I moved. I bought this fake IKEA plant. It somehow got lost between my car and the elevator, and we were like, where the heck did it go? I obviously ended up finding it, but I'm loving these because of the little touch of greenery they add. They just give a little bit of life to the space, and I really, really, really love those. And then the last thing that I'm going to show you guys is my Kindle. I talked about this a little bit in a previous update video where I talked about how I lost all my electronics when I got in my accident because it involved water and they got drowned. So I did have to get a new camera, and I ended up actually repurchasing the Kindle because I realized I missed it so much. And I got refurbished and an older one, so it was only like $50. So really it wasn't that bad. But I do have this little like neon case on it that automatically closes and opens your Kindle. And I do like it. I do miss having the Kindle just like out of its thing by itself, but I did end up, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see on camera, but there is like a big scratch down my screen, which you definitely can't see. And so I was like, no, I need to put a case on it because you can actually like see the scratch, and I think it kind of messed up the screen. But this, I believe, is the Kindle 7, and it's the non-paperwhite version. And the reason I did the non-paperwhite version was because I wanted to read before I go to sleep, and it's not good to have a lot of light in your face before you go to sleep. And so I didn't want to like keep myself up at night. But the book I'm reading right now is The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. I just started it, so I can't tell you if I recommend it or not, but so far I like it. But the other book I wanted to recommend to you guys, I can't find it because it was on my old Kindle, but the book I did want to recommend to you guys is Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. I will always and every day recommend Big Magic to everyone, but I did read Eat, Pray, Love right after I read, or not right after, but earlier this year I read Eat, Pray, Love, and I loved it so much. It's a really basic white girl book, but like, I loved Big Magic so much that I thought I would give it a try. I ended up really liking it, and I love the way that Elizabeth Gilbert writes. She writes in a very storytelling narrative, but it's nonfiction, so I really love her stuff. Super good. But I've been loving my Kindle because I can just buy books on this. I take it with me to work for lunch or for downtime, and I get to read, and it's really light, and I really, really love it. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know what your favorite stuff of the month was down, or of the past couple of months because I don't do these monthly anymore, down in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe and all of that stuff that YouTubers tell you to do all the time. In the meantime, my name is Parker. This is Stories in the Dust, and I really hope you'll stick around a while. Bye, guys. And ended up falling on the majority of the left side of my body, and I was in a bathing suit, so as you can imagine, I was pretty banged up.